All right. Man, that took so much longer than I thought it would. I spend so much time looking at menus and looking in the closet and looking in the fridge, and it is just a nightmare trying to decide what to eat sometimes. I get really sabotaged by delivery fees and markups on websites as well. So usually I'll go in and be like, I am definitely ordering this one thing today. And then I'll be staring at the checkout like, oh, but it's so much though. Oh man, do I have anything in the fridge? No, not really. Can I invent something? So yeah, all that is to say, thanks for bearing with me. And thanks for joining me. I am just getting set up, so bear with me for a second. I have just the most haphazardly thrown together top ramen with frozen veggies from the freezer and little bits of turkey sausage and egg, and it is extremely not traditional. Also, I have the mute button very, very close at hand because this is not a Monching sounds stream. We're not going to be doing Monching sounds on stream, if I can help it, mostly. I'll probably forget at some point. Hey, Moira, how are you? Hey, Brutus, thank you both for joining me. I just made a change to the way chat appears, so hopefully it looks okay and not overwhelming. I don't have like an overlay or a stylized thing yet, but I figured like this might make it a little easier to see and read for the time being. Oh, I'm doing okay. I've been waking up late a lot lately, and my sessions have been kind of reinforcing it because I have a session on Thursday, but it's not until like 5 in the afternoon. And then I have a session again in a week or two, and I think that's in the mid to late afternoon, so it's very, very easy for me to just stay in bed all morning. Toaster says this is the welcome to the life of a streamer, get used to it. We'll see. Anyway, I've got a couple of my things set up, so I have like, I should have everything back where I'm used to seeing it. I'm trying to find this perfect place where I can see activity, but also keep track of Discord, because I'm really good at missing messages when I'm live. Because I'm so attentive. The chat looks great. It's relief. I still have an empty server, by the way. I've been working on trying to figure out the settings for the router, but we still haven't gotten there yet. Let's see. Sveep, how are you doing? Sveep, I saw your message, and I plan on taking a closer look later. I'm very excited to see what you put together. It seems really cool. Sorry, I have to take a bite. Oh, is she? Well, I approve. She's my main as well, as you can probably guess. All right. I had something I wanted to work on. And I feel like whenever I say that, we end up doing absolutely everything but working on the thing that I said I wanted to. So it's not looking hopeful. No time like the present, though. Okay, 3 points. It's all right, though. We have another book. 15. 3 more. What is road walk? Increases your movement speed while on a grass path. Okay. Push off the side of block walls by facing away from them and pressing the jump key while midair. Wait, my push to mute isn't working. Hang on. Oh, now my push to mute is working. Okay. I test by going beep, beep, beep in the mic. Beep, beep. Okay. Push to mute is working. Hey, Andrew. Welcome. Hey, Andrew, I have a question. I saw you stop by a stream that I was in recently. I think it was Kimmy's. And I don't remember. Did you know I was on that stream? You stopped in really quick and then left really quick, and I wasn't sure if you saw that I was there. Hey, Kevin. So many of these agility ones don't mean a whole lot when you're a fairy. You can turn them off, though. So I guess we'll try ledge grab and the kickoff one and see if it works. Ledge grab. Nope, I missed. Ledge grab. Oh, I already do that, though, so that doesn't even matter. Okay, kick off the wall. Oh! Wait, can I do that midair? No. If I drop light, can I do that midair? Ooh, sort of. Can I skill that if I fly at something and then drop the flight and then kick off the other way? This is kind of hard. Not really. It is kind of hard to parkour as a fairy. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. Okay. So we've learned that most of the agility bonuses, I mean, I may as well leave them on, but most of the agility bonuses do absolutely nothing for me. Maybe I'll leave on road walk. Because maybe on a road path, you go faster than I fly. Hey, Madeline. Thanks for joining me. You'd absolutely sponsor. I'm thankful for finding her via Apex. She's the best vibe. Thank you so much for saying that. I'm trying to keep a very relaxed, low stress vibe on this channel because that helps me relax. And hopefully it'll help you relax. The insecure part of me worries that we already killed this thing, so we don't need that anymore. The insecure part of me worries that that means that my streams are boring. But if you're enjoying yourself, I'm enjoying myself, so I guess that's a win. Yeah, when you're a fairy, you don't die from fall damage very much. Yeah, I think Andrew, I saw you show up and say hi, and by the time I said hi back, you probably were gone. Oh, that is rude. So rude. If I hold shift my push to mute button doesn't work. Which means there's definitely a chance that you are going to hear me. You probably already have, but there's definitely a chance that you will hear me cough. Because your girl has a cough. Not a super common cough, but I am a cougher. I cough. It's probably what makes my voice go, I try to set up a mute just to mostly spare most of you sanity. You reach terminal velocity in like 2 seconds. Yeah, right. Yeah, Andro, I actually voiced something for Andro that I'm not sure when it's going to appear, and I wish you luck on it. But we voiced something together before Catalyst announced that is very Catalyst-like. So I need 3 more levels of agility. So I think I need to figure out how to do that before going into the nether. So maybe we'll do that by fighting creepers. Oh, please don't. Can we not? I'm gonna get killed by that lion if I'm not careful. I should take some disguise. Well, that didn't work. You must say that the last time you were falling asleep while hearing Minecraft soundtrack and my voice on stream was quite relaxing. I support that. I think that's awesome. Someone really early said that they got like a sleep album for my stream appearances, and I love that. Would I make a stream album? Not sure. But the fact that I could give that to people is really cool. It means a lot. Oh, I'm a pro. I'm doing little movements and then checking chat because I know I'm behind. Twitch didn't notify. What the? Oh. Twitch didn't notify you. That's weird. Double check that follow, maybe? Oh, let's see how fast the run is. It's not as fast as I was hoping. Slide. Slide. I'm too small. You can't hit me. Yeah, that's right. Oh no, I think I had my levels out. I just lost all 7 of those levels to that last death. Hey, thank you so much for gifting those subs. That is awesome. Andrew, I am super excited to hear this thing when we do it, because I really liked that session, and I thought we had a great time together. If I had to guess, I would say it probably came out pretty good. Definitely make sure you've got me followed on Twitch if you're not getting the announcements. I always post on Twitter, though. And I'm a little self-conscious about it because I don't want to scroll down my Twitter feed and just constantly say, going live, going live, going live, going live, going live, going live, going live. But, I just want people to, know what's up so they can stop by if they want to hang out. Look at me. I was just this little bab who got killed by everything, and I still get killed by most things, but I'm actually handling a decent number of the fights I'm in these days, aren't I? I have have just enough reach on the pike that if I need to, I can keep them at bay. And then die. Because clearly that was gonna happen right as I started to get cocky. Hey, Universe Traveler. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad you're here. I do not like that there's a dragon just, like, presiding over this town. Yeah, I know. I feel like that's my entire tweet. I'm gonna take a bite real quick. I feel like that's my entire Twitter feed is Catalyst art and Twitch announcements lately. I mean, can you blame me? I have... Okay. Seriously. I'm sorry, what? Am I being spawn camped? Can we not do this, please? Venturaptor. Thank you. So rude. Yeah, I've never had an experience like this before, so I want to celebrate as much as possible. Hopefully, not spam your feeds too much with... You're gonna get so much Catalyst art that you're gonna hate it. Iron Longsword and 8 salmon will get me 26 air arrows, 14 silver arrows, and 4 silver nuggets. What the hell are air arrows? They are arrows or a bow I don't have. So I don't care about this quest. Not today, bird. So step 1 is XP. You used to build so much stuff and then blow it up with dynamite. I had a server with a friend once, and he taught me how to make one of those dynamite launchers. I don't remember how it works. I think it uses dynamite to launch dynamite and just send cubes of dynamite as far as possible. And so we just started running this machine. We were in creative mode. And firing this thing off again and 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 again. And nothing was happening. Like, we kept waiting to see more damage, and it wasn't really doing a whole lot. And it was like 10 minutes later that it dawned on us that we might be out of draw distance. Right? So, like, the TNT went so far that the game didn't update or show what it did. And so somehow, after all that time, we finally decided to go visit and fly over there to see if anything had happened. And, like, the world was gone. There was just a massive crater in the ground. We just weren't able to see it. Because we, had clearly forgotten how the game worked. Oh, don't much like that. Don't like that. Don't like that. Okay. The ones that just stab you back, even from ranged attacks, don't need those in my life. I really like this texture pack. This was one that was recommended by the creator of FairyCraft. It's called Chroma Hills, C-H-R-O-M-A. And I'm really impressed with it. I updated one thing because I thought that the saw blade, I have this diamond saw and I thought it looked really dumb. So I updated the diamond saw. And the other saw is 2 sphax, which is a little more cartoony, so my saw is gonna look a little cartoony, but otherwise I'm really into it. Garland, what's up? Catalyst got... okay. Catalyst got me my first 20 bomb. I love my queen. Is that... wait, help, walk me through this. Is that 20 kills in one match, or what is a 20 bomb? Wow. That's just unfathomable for me. I think I'm lucky if I get 1 kill in 3 matches. That is wild. I always like to think of myself as a sniper because I snipe in a lot of PvE games. I just can't aim to save my life in this game, but I still want... I want the long shot badge for getting a knockdown at 300 feet or 300 yards. And I really want to get the one where you get a win where you had 5 headshot kills. If I can ever manage to get those 2 badges, I will feel like I'm on top of the world. They will also not remotely be representative of my actual skill. Do you like the pop-in? My friend Zuffins, who I play with a lot, says that he hates it. I think it's super cool, the way it all bounces in. I think it's really cute. Hey, Sir Boof. That was who I was just talking to. Well, hello. I now see your name. Hey, Purple. Hey, Epyon. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Uh-oh. It's my favorite activity. Here's the thing. This is gonna get me to the experience I need really quickly. Oh, no, not a creeper. Not a creeper. You can't see me. You can't see me. You can't see me. Please don't be a creeper spawner. Oh, it's a creeper spawner. We got it though. This is what's gonna get us. Oh, if we are so fast, we won't even have to fight anything. We'll just get all of the spawner XP. This is like the exact opposite way you should be playing the game. You should normally fight your way through them, because you're gonna get so much more experience if you actually fight the mobs and let them burn out. Because in this mod, the spawners don't spawn forever. I think because it's so light, because it's during the day, they're not spawning as much. I'm just getting in there real fast. This is wild. This is wild how passive these are. I think I got the experience in the book before I died. Where was that? That was here? So normally if you just fight them, they'll eventually burn out and they continue to spawn monsters, and after a certain number of monsters, usually the last one will be like a super powerful one and you'll get a whole lot of experience across the whole pack. But the way that we're doing it, we're getting way less experience, but like at our level, we can't handle that stuff anyway. So I kind of feel like this is fairy assassin gameplay, sneaking in, stabbing them in the back. I got that one. Was I just up to the last one? That's gonna cost me. Why are there so many holes? I have no idea how this worked out. Maybe there was just too much sunlight? If I open this, it'll make the Colossus on top angry. Or will it? Why is there no Colossus? I'm so angry. I'm so confused. Did this bug? Like, we're gonna have to go find another tower and see if they're the same, because if we have bugged towers, that's gonna be bizarre. I swear I was playing on one. I swear I was playing on one recently where it was just a nightmare. I do want to make sure that these actually work properly. That was just way too confusingly easy. I think there's an Elden Ring mod for Minecraft. That sounds cool. It does feel like I'm playing like a Dark Souls Minecraft. I'm gonna push the mic back for a second just to take a bite while I talk. Hey, Jeff. Welcome, 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 welcome. Apparently it was snowing in Seattle. Oh, jeez. I remember being in Brooklyn, and it would be snowing so bad that all the tunnels would be closed. There'd be no way into the city, and my retail job would still want me in. And their form of compromise would be like, well, we know we know that your, I want to say session. I've been voice acting long enough now that that's what I think of. Shift. We know your shift starts at 1, but do you think you could get in by 2 or 2:30? I'm like, I can't get off the island. All right, let's start at the bottom and work our way up. When Mike keeps getting snagged on my display whenever I move it back. I love playing in the snow. It's, you know, haven't done, nope. Haven't done it in forever, but I have very fond memories of playing outside with my friends back in the day. Making snowballs, hurling them at each other's faces like idiots. Let's cause permanent damage! Yeah, absolutely no foresight into our... You know, I don't know about thank you for subbing me. Sounds like a different kind of sentence to me. Maybe my mind is just somewhere it shouldn't be. Okay, not a whole lot in these chests. Okay, literally nothing in these chests. This was... Maybe that's why this tower was so easy. It's just like a nothing tower. Oh boy, this is gonna be hard. Don't break, you broke. Memorization game. Memorization, let's go. Nope. I'm gonna use a lot of these up. No, don't break. You're not supposed to break that easily. That is so unfair. Got it. Nice. Really? Is there just nothing in this tower? Is that why it was so blasé? I'm so confused by this tower. There's nothing. No experience. Just apples and food. I guess this is just like a super easy difficulty tower? I didn't know they came in difficulties. Look who else is streaming. Is the frog streaming? They still owe me a meeting. They said they were going to help me get some things fixed on my stream. Please don't. All right. There we go. That's 18. The rest goes in the book, and I can use Wind Force. Right now, it only has mending, which is really good. And I got pushing on it, which I want to go test out, actually. Pushing is supposed to give you space to fire your arrow, because when you draw the bow back, it pushes things away from you to keep them from getting to you. So let's give it a look. I won't fire, but... Ooh, that's kind of fun. You see that? Let's try that again. All right, zombie's getting close. Not enough time to fire. Push. Okay, not a whole lot. Let's try again. Okay, let's just die then. That's fine. We can die instead. I didn't need that life anyway. Hey, Colorfinger. Thanks for joining me. No, it said pushing. Pushing. Let's try it on these. So if I draw back, it should slide it away from me. Yeah, see? So if something's close, I can give myself some space. Hey, SC2TV, this sounds like an advertisement. I think you're out of here. But only after I'm out of combat. Thank you, Colorfinger. That did not sound like anything any of us cared about. They make me sad too. I'm gonna take a bite real quick. They make me sad too because they're always like... I mean, I'm probably giving them more credit for their writing than they deserve, but I always feel like they'll be like, you have an excellent channel. You can be the biggest channel. Go to my website and give me money. It really does keep them from me. Yo, these are incredible. It literally is like force pushing them away from me so they can't get to me and I can take them out. That is an amazing enchantment. I dare say a broken enchantment, honestly. Why is the arrow not working? Why are my arrows not working? I know why my arrows aren't working. You can't shoot. It has to pull ammunition into your bag. You know what? I'll eat a golden apple. So if you don't have any space in your bags, it won't pull arrows out. Just shooting over my head. They have an easier time hitting me when I'm in the air, I've noticed. Like if I'm low, it feels like the AI has a weird concept of where my body is. I've got to get rid of the stuff in my bag. I will get back to you in just a second, chat. Bear with me. Are they having a fight over my head? They're dueling over my head. Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys. Oh, now you found me. Okay. Let's catch up real quick. Oh, I am having a bad time. What? I think I'm bugged. Hey, Trinity Cat. Thank you so much for joining me. How are you? Hey, Dark Dragon Joe. Thanks for joining in. I appreciate you spending this time with me. I have it set up so Frankerface and the other thing should work. I think I had them turned off for a while, so they should work now. I don't know how any of it works. I just hit the on button because everyone said they use it. So I'm glad it looks like it's working. Okay, this pushing enchantment is insane. Trin, okay. Hey, I just got a text that makes me smile. So this was last week's, not this week's? Okay. Nice job on your script. The director was really happy with it so far, so that makes me feel happy. I really struggled with last week's script. Not every show is super exciting. And the show that I was working on last week, it was an episode that I'm not gonna mince words. Okay, can we? So I have to figure out how to stop doing whatever that is. Not every episode is exciting, and I won't mince words. The episode I wrote last week was really challenging. It was very repetitive, it was very slow-paced, and I was bored. And there's nothing worse than trying to write and create compelling story, at least, you know, a compelling story adaptation when you are bored. So it was very challenging to finish, and I did not have fun. So I'm so thrilled that they liked what I came up with. Let's make some more arrows. So thrilled that they liked what I came up with. I'm happy to report, however, that this week is a lot better, and I've been enjoying it, and actually the episode's been flying because it's just been easy. I don't know, it might have been my headspace last week. Last week was a really tough week for me, but the episode so far this week has been a breeze. I'm ahead of schedule. I'm probably still gonna have to work later today and tomorrow, so I'm probably only gonna be on stream for a few hours. But yeah, that's a relief. When you send something and you're not sure how proud of it you actually are, it's very easy to dread the worst and assume that everything's going to be a disaster. These things just have a chance on hit too, and I'm doing this thing again. I don't like this. I don't like that I do this movement glitch. It's very funny to look at, but I wish I understood why it was happening. As a trans girl, you did one of two choices and chose Trinity as your new name based off the character from one of your favorite things, The Matrix. I think that's a great choice. You know, when I saw all of the custom art, not the custom art, all of the original art and designs for Catalyst, I got two vibes from it. I got a very, very big Trinity vibe. But if you saw some of the original concepts and like if this inspires fan art, go for it. Some of the really early concepts of Catalyst actually looked like Jennifer Connelly to me. It was almost like if you took Jennifer Connelly and put her in a Trinity outfit or some kind of Trinity inspired outfit was like some of the early designs I was looking at. And I'm so happy with where we landed for Catalyst. It was just wild to me to see such a very Jennifer Connelly face in some of the early designs. And you know, I just happen to think that Jennifer Connelly is kind of attractive, so you know, I'm not complaining. No thanks. would not prefer this. It's just that one hit. I don't know what I've got to do to get my health up. It's just so easy for them. And I think it has to do with the... Is it doing it again? Why is it doing this? I hate this. I don't like it doing this. Here, let's see if disconnecting and reconnecting fixes it. Yeah, she does have a very Trinity vibe. Thank you. I'm very fond of FairyCraft, and the texture pack almost looks normal. Like, it doesn't feel like I have a texture pack on, even though I know that if I turn it off, it'll look dramatically different. Like, it's not a huge departure. I feel like it's very flattering. Sometimes it just comes to you. In my case, my friends had stopped dancing around it. Your name is Faith. Hello, Faith. Are we doing round two? We're gonna do round two. We're gonna use a secret weapon. We're gonna use a secret weapon because I don't have patience for this. Yeah, well, it looks and feels terrifying too, I can assure you. The experience is pretty good though. I'm so glad you can store experience. Hey, buddy. And dead. Okay, great. If I teleport... No, it stays like that. This was not an issue yesterday. You can even see it down there, wiggling. How weird. Oh well. No one's looking. Only all of us. I've gone by Mel for a long time. I used to use it back in... when I was a teenager. So like early teenage years was when I first started using Melazand. And I went through a phase early on after transition where I had that thought of like, well, like obviously I've got to choose like... My brain went like a real name. And so I entertained a few different ideas. My mom, in her infinite well-meaningness, told me the name that my dad and I, or that my dad and her had planned to use for a girl, and was like, you should use that. And I was like, no thanks. And eventually, it kind of just dawned on me that, especially with the way the internet works, and how many friends you can make out in digital space like this, that the fact of the matter is, more people in the world knew me as Mel than knew me as my old self. Like, literally more people called me Mel. Numerically, if you counted them up. And so eventually I just decided I should go with Mel, because more than half the world already knows me as that. And I go by Melly professionally, and I think a lot of well-meaning allies that worry that Mel is like a dude's name, they're really, really, really careful about correcting themselves to Melly. But friends that actually know me use both. I don't have a preference. Mel, Melly, they both work. Which isn't to say either that I secretly prefer Mel. I just use both. They're the same to me, essentially. What? When did my mic turn off? What was the last thing I said? Why did my mic turn off? How long has it been? I'm so confused. I just told the most adorable story. No, it's not. I don't know. My game gets buggy sometimes. Now I feel dumb. Why is the stream so scuffed? How did we end up here? I did not want it to be this way. Let's go back. I did read all of your things out loud. Your mom dismantling her own transphobia. I expressed sympathy to you, I swear. Changing your name to gender neutral Eclipse, I support it. I don't know if anyone heard me say that. I said my name is not Melanie, although I know that's not what you were implying. Dragon Joe, Melly or Mel is fine. Both are fine. I said all of this, but then I told a story. You know what? I'm just going to go back to the story, and I'm going to tell it again and hope that my mic doesn't cut out again, because that would suck. Here's something interesting. I'll let you in on a secret for the second time. Since you weren't paying attention the first time. I kid. After I take a bite. So, where to begin? So, I always planned on going by Melly, right? But Melly came from Melisande, which was Melisande. Mel is and Melisande with a Z. Melly came from Melisande, and Melisande was the original name that I was like using for characters and stuff, and using as my handle online because I, was in a lot of fantasy spaces. And so initially I thought, well, I should probably just go by Melly, right? Because that's the only one I actually use these days. And then I thought, well, no, it was originally Melisande. I should keep it Melisande. And then I can take Melly or Mel as a short name. And this isn't like some big, this is not like advice from the standpoint of like, this is not some big brained like 8D chess move I made. Like, it's completely an accident. My thought process was just like, why wouldn't I go by the name it's derived from? Like, who has a short name as a full name? Like, I know a couple of people, but like, it should be Melisande, and then I can go by Melly, no problem. Cut to passing, and if you're trans, you know that term. Passing being, and this comes more into play when you're sort of like in enemy territory. I'm from New York. When I was living in Texas, not always knowing who would be an ally or not. Passing is that, people look at you and immediately perceive you as cis, which can be good for safety sometimes. Not always necessary. Some people are better at it than others. It's a privilege. It's a privilege I know I have, seemingly. But it can be a very powerful, defense when you're in enemy territory, let's just say. And I say affectionately, but let's be real, I was in Texas. Something about having a full name you don't like to use, I think people decided that just had to be the name my parents gave me. Because like, what asshole would change their name and change their name to something they don't want to use and then take a short name? Like, who the hell does that? Why wouldn't you change your name to something you enjoy hearing? And so I think that the mental math that happened in a lot of people's heads is like, the fact that I'm introducing myself with a short name means like, obviously Melisande was the name my parents gave me, and I have a short name I prefer because that's just like a normal ass human story. Totally was not intended on my part. It was a complete accident. But now that I've fallen backwards into that, if you're looking for a neat trick, giving yourself a full name that you don't like is apparently like a wildly passing like big brain maneuver that just was totally not intentional on my part. Thanks for the follow. Weird part is that then, you know, you sort of accidentally sort of fall backwards into like, I started to fall backwards into making up stories and stuff because people would be like, Malazan, that's a really beautiful name. Where does it come from? So I'm like, oh shit, I need to look this up. And there is an actual real human name. It's of French and German descent, and it's Melisande, which is Melisande. All right, there might not be an E on the end. It might be Melisand. But, and so that just became like this story that I could tell that, you know, when I'm talking to a stranger and I don't know if they're friend or foe, it could be like, yeah, my parents named me Melisande, Italian family. The name is French and German. I don't know how that happened. Well, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that like I was definitively in situations where I had to do that out of some fear, but like, let's be real. It's not always a friendly place out there. And that's part of why we all stick together and support each other. And the fact of the matter is, it may have been something that I may never have needed. You know, I've been very fortunate to grow up in relatively safe spaces, and even in Dallas, I was in a relatively liberal, safe part of Dallas. But you just don't know, right? Sometimes it's better to be safe than sorry. I appreciate the, No, thank you. I do appreciate the sentiment and the concern, though. I have 4 Cinesite. I did not put an accent. I did not put an accent on to sell them, so I regret to inform you. Charcoal and iron, I can craft steel alloy. I have charcoal and iron. Yeah, Minecraft is not a safe place. I guess all that is to say that is something that someone could choose to do if they were in a space of not feeling safe and wanting to kind of do whatever they could to stay under the radar, which is something that I don't wish on anybody. And so hopefully it's not a situation that you would find yourself in. You know. See, now I'm bummed out. I shared that from a place of humor, but now the more I think about it, the more I think about the fact that there are spaces where, you know, the more we remember that there are spaces where people don't want us, don't understand us, don't get us, and so stuff like that can be super helpful. World's a shitty place, but the thing that I have to always remember is that, and it doesn't necessarily fix anything, but like, so many people out there they're not, it's frustrating, but so many people out there that don't understand us or are afraid of us or hate us, don't even hate us, they just hate the idea of us. Because like, you listen to so many of those broadcasts, they don't even know if they're talking about trans men or trans women. Like, they don't put in the effort to learn so much of it comes from a place of ignorance. And I don't know, that's equal parts frustrating, but it also gives me a certain kind of, maybe vain hope that that means that there are a lot of people out there that once they actually have the right kind of exposure and interaction and they learn a little bit, they'll realize they're idiots and they'll come around. Because those preconceptions are based on misconceptions. And a lot of bullshit from a few very, very bad actors. I'm gonna go back to the chat before I spiral into the dark place. You spend so much time inside with your partner and queer friends that sometimes you almost forget that they're shit brains like homophobes and transphobes, just as close to me. Yeah, when I was in Texas, I assumed this is someone I probably wouldn't get along with, but there was this house around the corner from me. I'm like, sound like I'm creating a character, but this is a legitimate person. A couple houses down, there was this house that was proudly flying this Confederate flag every single day. And the guy that lived there was just this extremely large, very round, globe-shaped, red belly. And I know that because he always had his shirt off. And so just this Rudolph's nose of a belly standing there outside, basking under the flag, and he would always, like, shout hello or give me a wave and, like, not, like, flirt, but was, like, clearly trying to be, like, a pleasant neighbor. And I would smile and wave back and then walk really quickly to get to the next block. Texas was weird, dude, especially coming from New York, where, like, New York, you really learn to be super self-sufficient. And so most of us, like, don't go asking for help. We handle our shit. You know, we just deal with life, you know? And the weirdest thing about moving to Texas was how friendly everybody was. And, like, friendly, even friendly, like, not actually your friend. Like, you knew that if they knew you, they're, like, I should probably say this. Like, Dallas is very liberal as far as parts of Texas go. But, like, there were definitely people you'd meet that you knew probably would not be allies if they actually met you. But, like, it's just the culture in that area to be super friendly and outgoing. So one of the weirdest parts about moving there and getting used to that space was, like, I couldn't walk outside without people saying hi to me. Cars would slow down and roll down the window just to wish me good morning. And, like, trans stuff aside, I would be like, I'm sorry, what? Who the hell are you? Hi. What do you want? Oh, you're just okay, good morning. Morning, neighbor. What? Like, yeah, just a level of outgoing community that was, like, so strange and foreign to me coming from New York City. Yeah, Purple, I think I've said this before, but I had a friend that I would get into these arguments with, and he's not very much of a friend anymore. But I'd get into these arguments with him. Does this not generate Flint? Does cheating not work? I guess I have to actually, I have to actually break it. That's a bummer. And he would always say stuff like, you know, he was one of those right-leaning people who like was under the impression that he was the one being censored all the time. And so he would say, why? I don't understand how there's such a double standard. Like, I don't see how these two people can be kissing each other and like they're just allowed to do that. But like I can't scream these slurs at people without getting canceled. And I say that out loud now, where we landed as like a former friendship. It's just wild to me that we were ever friends. I think for a long time we tolerated each other's positions on things and kind of just like held the friendship up as more important or whatever. But come 2016, come the Trump presidency, I think he became a different person. I don't think I became a different person, but who knows, Maybe we both grew in different directions because that was such a chaotic, awful time. I just remember being beside myself at my inability to help him understand that those two things were not the same thing. Like, people living their lives in absence of even knowing you're there. Like, just going about their daily lives, having relationships, finding love, being in relationships, having children, like just living shit, regular living shit, is not an offense towards you? Why is that a thing that needs to be said? So confusing to me. Right? Like, you aggressing someone with your words, actually going after someone, is an action you're taking against them. Someone being in a relationship and just existing is not an action taken against you. And he saw those as the same, and I couldn't change his mind, so we're not friends anymore. Anyway, let me catch up on chat. Typically the haters and phobes are the loudest. Allies can be loud as well, and that's appreciated. But not everyone has the emotional bandwidth. I choose to believe that the majority of people just get on with their lives. Yeah, sweet. Honestly speaking, and I'm just a normal straight guy, says Dark Dragon Joe, I may not fully understand some things, but I have two close friends who are gender fluid. I do my best to learn and understand the different types of people I've encountered. I'm a proud ally. Yeah, what I do, I have things I'm learning all the time too. I don't see myself as non-binary. I have a lot of friends who are non-binary. And I'm constantly learning from them as well. And I make mistakes, and they teach me stuff, and I adapt. Because the most important thing in the relationship is that you both feel safe and comfortable, and that you're feeling seen and that who you are is respected, right? And so, like, for my part, if somebody, like, I don't begrudge people making mistakes. What I'm looking at is not whether they get it right the first time. I am looking to see if they adapt and if they learn and if they respect me enough to make that change because, like, I'm important to them. And I try to, I'm the same way with my friends. I make mistakes constantly. And I have really good friends in my life that because we care about each other, we teach each other things, we check each other when we say something weird, and we learn from our mistakes and we move on. It's the people that dig their heels in and don't want to, see the world change from under them that I don't know what to do with. So much gravel. Yeah, I need flint because I'm making arrows. Oh, Brutus, you probably already took care, but you probably already got out of here. But take care if you're still here. Lost your main friend group over the course of the pandemic over much of the same issues. Yeah, I don't know what happened. The world's gotten, it became a very aggressive place. And I used to listen to, I tortured myself, but I used to listen to so many podcasts and interviews from different groups. I listened to a lot of conservative podcasts as well. just because I liked hearing their perspectives on things and understanding where their thought processes came from. I didn't agree with, just about anything that they were saying, but like, you hear a lot of things said, and I want to understand why. Like, what's the algebra that got them to that place of understanding, that way of understanding the world. And especially over the Trump presidency, it just became impossible for me. Because, I don't have to tell a lot of you that you can't turn on most conservative media without them taking shots at us. And it just wears you down after a while. Like when we're talking about fiscal things and the economy and military spending and gun control and stuff like that, like I can tune in for that. There are only so many times I can tune in for a podcast where they start shitting on trans people before I just end up like emotionally exhausted and have to tune out. So, unfortunately, and I say unfortunately because I prided myself in someone who consumed a lot of different points of view for a long time, much to the frustration of a lot of my friends, because I have a lot of friends that wanted to just, I would have friends that would settle for saying like, oh yeah, so-and-so is bigoted, they think blah, blah, blah. And I was always that one asshole that was like, why do they think that way? Like, what's their reasoning for that? I'd love to just be a fly on the wall for that bizarre-ass logic. I want to understand. And then I want to engage, and that's self-torture, because I put in way too much effort sometimes. And eventually, yeah, too much. Which sucks, because I don't necessarily like, hanging out in an echo chamber and just listening to podcasts that tell me things I already feel. Like, I want to be challenged. But, makes it really hard to engage with some of that content when they can't seem to have... They purport to having a conversation of ideas, but then there's just a whole bunch of bigotry and fear-mongering. How did we get on this conversation? Uh-oh. Ah, I'm sorry. I feel like I brought our stream today to a negative place. I certainly didn't mean to do that. It's a messy world out there. And, just been hashing out my thoughts, I guess. I appreciate that you've been there for me, as I've been kind of just rambling, I guess. I'm underwater. I'm gonna die. You had this online friend who you knew was super conservative, so you literally kept your mouth shut about you thinking you were trans for 8 months. Oh, man. And you found out that you came out, he went on an hour-long rant about it. I don't want to get into any more details. No, absolutely, by all means. Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry. I guess I want to understand because it doesn't make sense to me. Like I've had there have been a lot of intersections in my life where, you encounter people like that. Or like I'm watching Tucker Carlson and some of like the complete like blatant lies and stuff that he's spinning. And I find myself thinking like, surely you can't actually believe that, right? Like, surely you don't actually believe these assumptions, but then what's the alternative? The alternative is that you're evil? Like knowingly evil? And the answer might be yes. But that bums me out. Because to me, it just feels so rational. Like so logical that, like, of course, we live in a world with different people. People are different. That's like square one. There's nothing revolutionary about saying that the world is full of different people. The fact that we treat it like it's so bizarre is so confusing and frustrating. Ah! I'm gonna change the stream title to Monching and Politics. Uh-oh. I think that's one of the reasons that when I talk about issues like this, I try to dumb them down a lot to the fundamentals, because I feel people get this idea that there's this, like, you know, that we're like this monolith that has this really hyper-specific, super needy, like, stranglehold on society. And like, so if you've heard me talk about it before, I think that's one of the reasons when I talk about trans issues, you know, or queer issues, broadly speaking, I describe it the way I see the world, which is like most of us are just random ass people trying to get to work on time, trying to pay our rent, trying to make sure that we like eat well and take care of ourselves and show love to the people in our lives and be there for our friends and you know, try to live productive lives and have ambition and you know, pursue our dreams and try to make headway on them so that we can do something we're proud of with our lives. That's usually where most people lie. Some facet of that, I realized I kind of hit it in a gradient, right? Some people, it's all they can do to just get to work and pay their bills. But like, we're all doing regular human shit, which is so far from the way we're often described. And I don't know, that's sort of my defense. And the downside that I've noticed is that it doesn't promote a lot of discussion. It often ends conversations. Like when I see people come into the comments and spew some shitty stuff, you know, I hit them with that cold, hard human logic. And usually they vanish. I like to think that maybe engaging like that can give them something to think about. I don't know, in my brain at least, what am I trying to say? In my brain at least, relating, just taking a very grounded human approach, like relatable human approach, I always cross my fingers we'll get some mileage. It doesn't often, but that feels like the approach that makes the most sense to me. Kind of like, I'm not particularly religious myself, but I was watching that video. My dad sent me a video of that, it was like a priest or a minister that was condemning other people in the faith for being transphobic and homophobic and bigoted, and kind of condemned them for, in his words, you know, being hateful towards God's children. And I thought that was so fascinating because oftentimes we see religion used as a cudgel against our community. But that struck me as so interesting, taking that approach of like, you know, I'm so bad at this because I'm not a particularly religious person myself, but like that, like taking the idea of like is it like Jacob and the whale? And like, you know, that like I'm making this up if I'm wrong. If you happen to be more religious than I am, feel free to check me on this. But like that idea that like in religious stories, people are put to the test, right? and they're tested with different things, and they're forced to endure. And so a lot of the more bigoted conservative communities tend to fall down on the angle of like, you know, it's our job to endure. And so to them, enduring means not being ourselves, not coming out, not embracing who we are, you know. And I would rather take, like, if I were to argue that, I would take the exact opposite approach. And I think that's what this priest or minister was doing, which is like to say, no, the challenge is that like religious personal challenge is overcoming and embracing who you are and coming out or transitioning and facing the adversity in the world. Like, that's the actual challenge. And that reframing I thought was so powerful. I really like it. Like, would it work? I don't know, but it seems like such a smart tactic. To maybe, just maybe reaching some people by speaking their language. And I have to think that with enough exposure, I think a lot of these people, like, you know, like those, I've said this before, but like those politicians that have like this great awakening once their own family member comes out, like a lot of them I think would come around to that. I would like to hope that there are people that could come around and that could be the vehicle for them understanding. I don't know. I say this as someone who barely knows what I'm talking about when it comes to religious stuff. Hey, you really, Ben. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate you being here. What a thought journey. I don't even remember how we got here. But something just sent me on this journey of, like, apparently a big-ass TED Talk. Names. Yeah, we started with names. Why I picked my name, why some of you picked your names, and then we just went on this odyssey. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Let me make sure I caught up on the chat. When you die, the game says get good. Yeah, sometimes when you die, the game says FairyCraft's a bitch, huh? This is a very unforgiving game. Tough topic, Creeper, but I think the amount of shared experience in chat right now and how supportive all are of each other speaks volumes. Yeah. That's what makes this so meaningful to me, that we're able to create a space like this and spend time together. And I hope that you're connecting with each other too, because no. We all need a community. Yes. Nope. We all need a community. And I'm happy if I can provide a source of comfort to people. But what's so cool about this space is that you can all be there with each other too. And support each other. Which I realize is a case for me setting up some kind of a Discord, and bear with me. I'm like, my brain is starting to think like, yeah, how do they keep up with each other? Because it's just a Twitch chat. I'm like, oh, I guess if they had some kind of Discord. Oh, Colorfinger was right. Thanks for the follow. It probably would make sense to just dig down from the top. I don't know why I'm doing it like this. I probably have enough at this point. Yeah, 41 is probably more than enough. Names to stories to politics. Ah, this is the stream indeed. I hope this is the stream. Makes me happy to think that this could be the stream. I have no idea why I have a ladder. I'm very worried. Why do I have a ladder? Where the hell did I get a ladder from? Okay. What the hell dropped a ladder? Some zombie, maybe? Now you see how deep the rabbit hole. Having heard nether music in the overworld. I think I can make a digging tool. I think? There is a tool in this game called the Paxel. 3, 5, 8. I need 8 steel bars, and for a shield, 12. So I have 4, I need 12 total, so we are going back to hell. A Paxel, from what I understand, it counts as an axe, a shovel, and a pickaxe, all at the same time. Also, from what I've seen, it's ginormous. Trinity, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you coming and hanging out and spending your time here. Yeah, the streams take different forms. Some of them have been a little chaotic. This one apparently has been very trans and political focused and a little bit depressing. But above all else, I try to keep it relaxing. So have a great rest of your day. It is like a 3-in-1 tool. I told you I cough. It's a little weird that... Hang on a second, I gotta look at my settings and figure out why it's doing this. I think I fixed it. Hopefully there's going to be less coughing and clearing of the throat. I'm a cougher. I cough a lot. Wish it weren't so. But you know what? The good news is I am going to have healthcare soon. Bar is on the floor. I realize that the frustration of having gone years without decent healthcare, and only just now, thank goodness, as a courtesy of a number of projects I've worked on, but especially Apex, have qualified me for healthcare finally. Ain't this country great? I'm hoping to see people and get checked out and maybe figure out if I'm allergic to something or if I need to change something about my diet to try and make my voice box and lungs just a little bit happier. Can you even imagine having bodily functions? I thought I would see a lot of zombies in the desert, but apparently it's all creepers. Yeah, and the best thing about SAG-AFTRA healthcare is that you have to qualify every single year. You have to make enough money. And it's a fairly high benchmark, at least for people who are just starting. So, you know, if I can manage to qualify again for following years, that would be cool. But just in case I can't, you better believe that I'm spending a large portion of next year, like, doing absolutely all the things. I'm seeing all of the specialists. I'm getting all of the tests. And I'm making up for a whole lot of lost time in taking care of my body. And my health in general. I don't know why I keep flying from here. Why do I keep flying from here when I can literally port over to Yo, they finally hooked me up. They finally hooked me up with that Apex Games healthcare. Fantastic healthcare. I mean, it can practically, they say it can bring you back from the dead. You ever wonder why we're all so carefree in the Outlands? Top-notch healthcare. Brought to you by by Silva Pharmaceuticals. Oh, Lord. Oh, wow, that is a dark, dark blue. I don't understand why people have different color names in Twitch. Is that something you can set somewhere? I'm very fascinated by it because I've noticed that people have different colors. Lord Keyblade, that's what that says. Hey, Lord Keyblade. Hey, Lord Keyblade. How's it going? Thanks for hanging out with me. Which terrible health system are we trashing on? I assume the USA. Of course we're trashing on the USA. It's only the best worst. If you have Twitch Prime, you can change your color. Oh, cool. Oh, I think I'm just red because I'm in charge here. Let's see. Boop. Nope, I take it back. I'm blue. I thought I was red, but I'm apparently blue. I need a little bit more Cinesite. Is this all Cinesite? Was I flying around for nothing when it's like right here? Yes. Oh. Oh, am I red for you? I'm blue for me. What does it mean? I'm lime green for you. So I'm green for some people, I'm red for some people, I'm blue for myself. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to my stream. Voice of Apex Legend plays Minecraft. I'm pink for you. Wait a minute. I think you're all messing with me now. How can I be all the colors? I'd want to go in there and change it letter by letter and have a full pride flag. You can't see the name unless you have on 3D glasses. That would be the name that I would have. Ooh. It's so violet, it's like ultraviolet. Yeah, the use of the word ultra in colors is very funny to me. Am I gonna get booped again by enemies? I prefer not to. I just want to dig my dig. Get some stuff. No! No! This is hell, sir. What are you doing here? Oh, I do not do well with jump scares. And Kimmy VT is trying to lure me into a horror game at some point later on in the year. We don't have a date for it yet, but I'm being lured into a horror game and I'm not happy. Where does that thing keep going? You know, it doesn't matter. Let's just mine. Before it gets bad again. I have a frog in my throat. Why am I so scratchy? 7. All right, let's take it. Ooh, 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 ooh. 8. How many did I need? I think 12, right? I think that might be enough. A frog in my throat? Yeah, what is Froggy done to me? This wasn't part of the plan. Oh, I don't remember the name of it. We were looking at something. It's going to be a nightmare. There might have to be alcohol involved. I get scared playing Left 4 Dead, okay? I'm not going to do well with just about anything that's designed to scare you because I do well with things that aren't designed to scare you. Welcome back, Colorfinger. Do you want to talk about that today? We can connect later and chat about it. My hang up was I wasn't sure if I wanted to turn my own Discord into a public Discord and just expand it out, or if I wanted to create a new one. Hi, buddy. You okay? I'm playing with fire right now. This is like a dragon, essentially. Nope. Yeah, so here's the thing. I have a private Discord that I basically call Brooklyn because I'm very, very, very passionately connected to Brooklyn. From like a branding perspective, are people going to see a Discord called Brooklyn and know that it's Melly Grant, voice actors, public Discord? I'm not convinced that that branding is going to work. But it's special to me. I don't know what I would call a public Discord. What do some of my friends do? Let's see. Chris Edgerly, aka the Edge Voice. Well, that's really straightforward. Who else do we have? Luis Bermudez, another voice actor. That server that Luis created. Okay, so the creativity mileage varies. Johnny's is Young Nation. Young Nation is awesome. And Boppy Gang. Boppy Gang. That's silly. I like it. What do y'all do in the Young Nation server? Do they have drinks there? What is Allegra's? I'm not on any of their servers. I was on Melalee's for a moment, but I don't think I am anymore. Do 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 do. Let's make 8 more. And put them in the cooker. Allegra's is Middle Frank Discord House. Really? Is that one of her characters? It's not like your Genshin character, is it? Or Fire Emblem? What is that? Ah, Dragon Age. Gotcha. Yeah, my Discord right now is a tall pour of whiskey. Because that's the vibe I like. Maybe we'll keep it a tall pour of whiskey, although I kind of stole that art, so I feel like I can't use that for a public Discord. Brooklyn Melly's pizza place? Come on. What do you think this is? Nah, we ain't gonna do that here. What was I planning on making? Let's see. I had a... Why am I doing a dance? Stop with the dancing. Yes, I am drowning myself to fix that. Uh-oh. It's a sea storm? What does that mean? No, no, no! No! Wait, why are there so many? Who did this? Which one of you did this? Oh, and they're such high level. What is going on? They're literally spawn camping me. Don't you dare. Oh, thank God for the push. Thank God for the push. Nope, they got me anyway. Listen, I will not tolerate this Italian disrespect, all right? I need you all to settle the F down. Oh no! No! Nope, 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 nope! There are 30 birds! I'm not even getting a lot of feathers from this. Where'd all the feathers go? There's some feathers. No! Oh, how dare you. How dare you. Look, I have not disrespected Twitter. I do not deserve this from the birds. Get out of... No! Oh, I'm starting to get some good feathers. Actually, this will be really great. I just want the feathers. I don't need... No! 14 feathers. Are there more feathers? There are more feathers. Give me the feathers. That's all I want. That's all I want! No! What the hell is happening? We doing okay? 16 feathers? Are there more feathers? I'm just going to get as many feathers as I possibly can. What? Ah! Go! Get out of here! More feathers. Can I have like a moment to myself? What is that? No! I do not feel like this game is being fair to me right now. Are we okay? Are we good? Nope, no, no, don't do it. Don't do it. I do not. Okay. Are we? Get out of here. No. I'm pushing it away with the bow, which is actually kind of amazing. Okay. I will take all of your feathers. That is the penance you pay for this disrespect. I'm not even getting good experience from this. I'm just getting feathers, which is good. The feathers are good. The feathers are good. We're up to 21 levels. Ooh. Can we? All right, let's make some changes here. I want a new shield. And I think I have the parts for it now. A stick surrounded by wood. I've been really looking forward to this one. I really like the way it pairs with my spear. Although it dawns on me I might not be able to equip it. Can I? I can, okay. Look at this. I'm gonna leave this shield for someone else. Look at that shield. Ah, I look so handsome. Now that that nightmare's over with, the bourgeoisie is really amping up the attacks on fairykind. I don't even know how many birds that was. There were like 30 birds at once. I think they had enough of my crap and were done listening to me like fly in circles while lecturing, so they decided to all come down on me at once to punish me. That was insane. What were we talking about? Discord servers? Whew. Don't even remember. Head empty. Head empty. An equipment station and an equipment forge. I think we just need a basic equipment forge for this tool. You need a wooden axe and a crafting table. That seems easy enough. I love the nether music in the middle of overworld Minecraft. Someone mentioned that earlier, and I hadn't thought about that. It's actually kind of wild. Oh, that was such a nightmare. But why? We'll deal with that later. We need a crafting table here, actually. A crafting table next to an equipment forge. And then... the only other thing we need is... I'm sorry, excuse me? I don't think it has the newer songs, no. Wait, what? The hell was that? Don't you dare. Don't you dare. I see you up there. Get out of here. And of course the thing that, oh, there he is. Hey, buddy. It's so nice to be a little powerful. Just a little powerful. All right, the equipment station we are not equipped to use yet, but I think we might be able to make this now. Let's see. So we need some parts. It's a really cool tool. We need a steel paxel level 1, which requires a shovel, an iron axe, and an iron pickaxe. I don't know if they have to be perfect. I'm hoping I can just use the ones I have, because that would be cool. Shovel, axe, pickaxe. Let's see if I can just use the bad ones. That would be phenomenal. And then 3. Nope, you can't use the bad ones. Okay, no problem, no problem, no problem, no problem. I'm running out of space in my bags here. Pickaxe and a shovel, I think I need. So shovel, axe, pickaxe, and steel gets me a steel paxel level 1. Hey, Rolla Combo. Wow, it's been a while. Good to see you again. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you stopping by. They got jealous that I could fly and have weapons. They're trying to nerf me. Yeah, I feel powerful sometimes. Until things in the air or things that can shoot suddenly come out of the woodwork. Those, by the way, are truly the sorry, chewing. Are truly the anti-melee patch notes. Have taken the zombies have been removed from the game and replaced with birds. Skeletons have been removed from the game and replaced with birds. Creepers have been removed from the game and replaced with more birds. Alright, so I need a wooden rod. And then the last thing I need is a steel guard, which needs a wooden hilt. Alright, that should do it. Now I should be able to open up the equipment forge and add one of these parts. The paxel? Why is everything a different color now? The rod? The guard? What is this interface? The guard? And then the head? Is that? Ooh, I just okay, well, whether I liked it or not, I just crafted it. I hope I did that right. Let's double check. Really quickly. Yes, that... I think that is actually what it's supposed to be. I'm just referencing a video real quick to make sure that I just put it together correctly. Yeah, I guess that's the tool. So let's see what it looks like. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's adorable. It's like an axe with a scooped out part in the center for shoveling. And there's a pick part on the back. Oop, I forgot to scroll down. Oh no, chat's left me behind. I'm so sorry. Oh no. You know, maybe it's a good thing. The puns are getting really intense. Thank you for the sub, by the way. I appreciate you gifting subs in my chat. That's very cool. Wait, why? What are all these puns? Look, the bird attack of 2022 is over, all right? We've moved on. As a nation, we need to heal. Let's take a look. So supposedly this thing can, it's just called crafted equipment, can apparently dig anything. I don't want to use it over here, but we'll use it over there somewhere. Oh, man. So in theory, it does sand. No problem. It does dirt too, I think. Let's make a little hole. It does dirt. And I think it does tree. If I can get out of the tree. Oh, that's the only tree you have here? I'll let you keep your tree. We'll go grab a tree over here. I think it does tree too. Let's find out. It does tree pretty fast as well. So it does every tool in one. I don't believe you. I shan't believe you. How dare you? I do not need these tools anymore. You would play with my emotions like that? Of course I do. I trust my friends. I know that you would only ever be looking out for my best interest and be worrying about me. Okay, so this is already... See, this is already spawning things. So I don't know what was going on with that other tower. See? Already dead. And already doing a dance again. All right, we need to name this. What do we name this? How about, what do I usually name my... I feel like I usually name my pickaxes stuff like the furnace or the wedge. Earthshaker. The World Destroyer. Gnomish army knife. I wanted to actually make a different thing, but I don't have the experience for it yet. I need quite a few more levels before I can make the thing that I was hoping to make. So this is a good start. Gnomish army knife. Let's see. Can I actually... Is it Swiss Army? I guess, no, because Swiss is Swiss, right? So is it just Gnomish army knife? Gnomish army knife. Sure enough. I don't hate that. I think we'll do that. That's a good suggestion. Gnomish army knife. Actually, I take it back, because I am a... What am I? I am a fairy. I thought there was another official name for it. I guess it was a fairy. Fairy army knife does not sound as interesting. Multi-tool of the fairies. I love that I'm just on a diagonal. Hi! Ooh, how about this? 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 That's how you spell that, right? Yeah. A miniature multi-tool. Yeah? Huh? Yeah. Inspiration from the Noma Charmy knife. We now have the miniature multi-tool. The saw that I was going to use requires gathering 16. I don't want to use my experience on that yet. I think the next things we do are going to be add some more enchants to this. We are getting very close now, my friends. We've been up for about 2 hours, so I'm probably going to go for maybe another like 20, 30 minutes or so, hour tops, and then I have some work that I need to do. So just setting those expectations now. I appreciate you sticking around with me. And hopefully, she says as she puts her head in her hands, hopefully we're going to be able to get my friends back on to the server, because I do appreciate having... You guys okay? No, thank you. No, thank you. They're a family, but I feel like they're a family that's out to murder me. Don't. Technically, I struck first. This is probably my fault. Why do I even engage in melee combat? I should just only be using... Wow, these things are strong! Okay, you know what? We're just gonna run. That's plan B. Plan B is run. Plan B is die. Plan C is... Alright, like... Plan C is technically to replant the wheat first, because I feel bad about breaking it. But then run! Oh my god, these things hit hard. Take care, Andro. I feel like they're laughing at me. You know what? I don't need them in my life. We don't need that. We do not need that. What's over there? What the hell is that? I think that's one of those ender barges. Is that this? No, this is different. Oh, it's like some kind of like little tugboat with people in it. Whoa! Hey, buddy. You're just like a working dude on a boat. Well, hello, friend. I hope you don't mind that I loot your boat right in front of you. Hello. Oh, nothing really. Take the nuggets. They have a crustaceous exterior. Hey, you guys. Found Nessie. I think I found Nessie. What the? I can't decide if Nessie is a friend or a foe. I feel like Nessie's being a dick. Nessie, why are you being a dick? I don't think I have a name tag, or I would actually name it, because then it wouldn't despawn. You know, we can fix this though. I see fit to cheat for this. If we're fast enough. Where was I? We're there. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't despawn, don't despawn, don't despawn, don't despawn, don't despawn. Don't despawn. Please don't despawn. Please don't despawn. Please don't despawn. Nope. Who types that? It's just regular Nessie. Please don't despawn. Are you still there, Nessie? Oh no. Nessie, where did you go? No, Nessie, come back. Nessie, come back. Nessie, why? Oh, Nessie. I don't remember what that mob was called. I think we lost Nessie. Ugh. 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 That's so heartbreaking. Oh, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. I say I'm okay, but I'm not okay. We'll keep that around just in case. If Nessie ever comes back, we'll be ready. Oh, fam, please. Fam, 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 fam. Don't do this. Don't do this. I love that they transform, by the way. I think that's so cool. Just need the experience. I don't need the stuff. What a bummer. I was really excited about getting our very own Nessie. Because you know what happens if you name tag something? It stays around so it won't despawn. So then Nessie would be there forever. But now we're going to have to wait for another one. Whew, I'm fine. Hello? Nothing. Hello? Nothing. However, I'll take these. Do I have to take my shield off for this? Oh, I thought you used to be able to take those. Can you not? I guess not. I thought you could take those. Thank you for the follow. And thanks for hanging out with me. I swore that you could take the eyes back out of these things, but I guess I was wrong. Oh my, it's me. Yes, this is... Hey, Eden. This is Melly, as in Catalyst Melly. Of Minecraft fame, apparently. How are you? Nice to meet you. I am... Excuse me. I am the grim trans witch that the Ender Dragon warned you about. I am gonna be honest with you. I didn't stream until recently. I've guested on a couple of streams, and people have seemed to really enjoy themselves, so I've been doing this more and more. Nothing super intense. You know, I haven't been playing a lot of Apex because I haven't wanted to play with strangers, so I've been playing a lot of Minecraft and just hanging out, relaxing, keeping a chill atmosphere. And people seem to enjoy it, so I've been inspired to do more of it. I appreciate that you don't. You're looking into buying a voice acting setup. What are you looking into? Look at the way they all stand there when I draw the bow. This is an amazing enchant. Like Mr. Chris Edgerly, who's been helping me a little with your voice acting. Really? What have you been doing with him? Have you been showing up to the stream and asking questions, or have you worked with him, or what have you been doing together? I'm very curious. Chris is really good people. I had so much fun hopping on his stream and chatting with him a couple weeks ago. It may seem like a no-brainer that, like, obviously there's a new legend that Chris would have or on his stream, but I still feel so flattered that he was interested in having me. Oh. Twitch is pushing Melly hype. Listen, I ain't gonna complain if they want to push people my way. I'll just feel bad that in the next, 20, 30 minutes or so, I'm probably stopped. So I always feel a little guilty when people show up right near the end, and I'm like, thanks so much for coming. See you later. But I've been trying to do this a lot. In fact, with a few exceptions, I've managed to get on most days. And I think it's made for an interesting work-life balance because right now I have a writing contract as well, so I haven't had a whole lot of other time to myself. But I think once I'm not writing, which will be after Wednesday, I think I'll be in a pretty good place because that means that I'll be able to actually, like, spend a decent number of hours streaming, but it'll also give me time to, like, get out of my house, and, like, take care of stuff that I need to take care of in life. Get outside, touch grass. So I think that there's potential for a good balance. But I have been trying to stream as often as possible. So you're a college student. This is the documentary. Eden is a college student, and their setup right now is what they could get from leftovers. But now, after doing some voice dubbing for fun, a VA friend of mine decided to help me out by my setup. My dad hopped on and helping with my setup, and then my mom decided for classes. Okay, well, hey, that sounds like you're really starting to put some ideas together and put it into action. I support that. I will say what I'm sure that Chris has also said, which is that voice acting starts with acting. It is always important to remember that this is a craft and that it takes work and perseverance to succeed. Hello, friend. Thank you for showing up. Hang on. It takes diligence, and more than anything else, you're going to hear me just scream in between episodes. It does take perseverance because it is not a fast endeavor, and I can certainly tell you from personal experience that the people that make it in this industry are the people that just never stop because it's the only thing they see themselves doing. So I wish you the best of luck in it. Best advice I can give you, not that you asked, is it can be very, very helpful to learn to assess your own work, which seems like a no-brainer, and some people in chat have heard me say this before. It can feel like a no-brainer, like obviously I need to know how to listen to my work and know if it's good or not, but it can be a little challenging to really, truly be honest with yourself about where your abilities are at. Because at the end of the day, if you think about the kind of work you want to do and you look at the people working in those spaces, you need to be as good as they are. You know, we need to be able to put you side by side with the people that you want to be working with or the people you idolize for you to be able to work in that space. And as you get more experience and as you listen to other people work and listen to your own work and try to, I'm kind of repeating myself, but if you're really honest with yourself about where you're at and you listen to where you want to be, listen to other actors' work, you're going to get a good sense of what you need to work on. I think a pitfall that some people fall into sometimes is they struggle to self-assess, so they might think they're ready when they're not, or they might think they're on a level that they're not, and it can make it harder to grow. That was a ramble. I hope that made sense. I feel like I've said that in a more succinct way in the past. All that is to say, to put it from a first-person perspective, I think I've started to do some of my best work when I've been able to really listen closely to the work I'm doing and identify places that it's falling short of where it, of what it could be. Only recently did you finish your temporary setup, but if possible, do you want to see some work for thoughts if I can send? Reason why people like Gabe with Newcastle and other VA I think I should pursue. Number one is my range. I hope that made sense. I feel like I was just rambling just now. Point is to repeat myself for the third time that yeah, what does Crispin Freeman call it? Crispin Freeman calls it the Richard Horvitz calls it living in a secondary reality. Crispin Freeman calls it, teaching yourself to make believe or play pretend so believably that people want to pay you to do it. And I think when you can get to that place where you can live in that moment and and live in those imaginary circumstances like they're real circumstances, it kind of adds that je ne sais quoi to the performance that just having a good delivery or a good voice or a good melody or cadence can sometimes lack. And that's just something that comes with practice. You know, I think that it's something that we ultimately all get to, but it takes a lot of work and a lot of endurance. I seem to cut off for 30 seconds at times. Really? The only thing I can think of is that I have a mute button, so it's possibly when I've been tense and fighting things that I've been gripping it so that it mutes, but I don't think I've been doing it. I haven't been trying to do that, at any rate. Hey, Sweet. Have a great night. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. As well as Uber. Where'd my music go? Eden, I do not consider myself a very capable teacher. I do talk about the craft a lot, but I worry about giving feedback just because I'm very hard on myself, and I can be very, 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 very picky. Which I think, hopefully, means that I have a very high standard. If you'd like, you are more than welcome to DM me something on Twitter, and I'll take a look as soon as I can. But I warn you, I can be one shot when I least expect it. I warn you, I'll warn you now that I may or may not have actionable critical feedback beyond keep going at it and best of luck, because I'm pickier than most. So if you know, there's a chance, if there's some very very specific feedback that I can offer, I will certainly throw it your way, and you're more than welcome to send it to me. But I'll I'll approach it. I'll try to approach it delicately, because like I said, I've never been much of a teacher, so oftentimes, like, if you talk to me about the craft, I'm very good at picking things to pieces, and that's not always the type of constructive criticism people need. Including myself, by the way. I don't know if you've noticed how often I come down on myself in this chat. It's just a personality thing that I need to probably get over. What is hitting me? I am curious about this, however, Eden. What are you using? What's your setup looking like these days? What did they end up getting you? You can hear me clam up when I start to talk feedback. I feel like I start second guessing myself, because it's a new territory for me. I've been asked quite a lot of times since announcing Catalyst. There's been a lot of interest. I feel like one of the biggest questions voice actors tend to get is how to get into this business. And it's such a fascinating thing to answer, because I feel like if you talk to most of us, we all have such wildly different paths. We've all hit such wildly different challenges that there really is no one way to get in but to persevere. Persevere and make friends with cool people like us, because it's a really welcoming community. And definitely one of the things that I feel like has kept me going and has been the most inspiring to me has been how absolutely wonderful everybody is. Like, it's been such... Okay, this is just becoming unfair. It's been such a welcoming, supportive community. And at times it makes me feel a little insecure, because before I announced Catalyst, you know, I knew that I had worked on a couple of different titles that were large titles. Like I was in Dragon Ball Super, and I was in Fairy Tail, and I was in My Hero Academia. But all is very, very small parts, not a whole lot of very large, you know, memorable roles. So the community is friendly enough that I could go to different gatherings and hangouts, and people would welcome me with open arms. And I always felt out of place because I felt like I had nothing to show for my career, you know? And so it was hard for me to get past that. It was usually easier for me to not show up, because I just, even if I knew people were just being friendly and welcoming and not judging me, I felt like I was being judged. I was really insecure, and that's totally a me problem. And that probably says more about me and my insecurity than anything else, because the fact of the matter is, like, it's just been nothing but incredibly warm, welcoming, supportive people since I got here. In fact, I think the biggest... Thank you so much, skeleton. I can't fight a regular-ass skeleton. I am too weak to fight a regular skeleton suddenly. I think the biggest obstacle to my being more social and getting out there and, you know, and mixing it up and making friends has largely been me. I've probably been the biggest obstacle to getting out of my shell. And I guess in a way that's kind of like me saying learn from me. Like, learn from my mistakes. Don't do what I do. Because if I've learned anything, it's that it doesn't... If you're working really hard and you're working your ass off and you're leveling up as a performer, it doesn't matter what public credits you have. More often than not, a lot of us have so much more that we've worked on than is actually announced, because of how often things are under NDAs or under wraps, you know? And so, you know, our roles and our announcements aren't what define us. And I think, you know, my own insecurity in the past, I've let myself feel like, you know, even though I knew I was doing good work, felt like I program, and it's very simple and easy to use. You have to wrap your closet with sleeping bags, mattress, and some leftover sewing fabric. I'd have to check with her, but my housemate Kaylee actually does something where she has these doors, like doors that she's salvaged from places set up that she's then lined with padding and blankets. Ah, thank you, Kevin. Oh, whoops. By the way, I know I've been slow on getting back to chat the past few minutes, but oh, whoops, thank you so much for joining the chat, and I really appreciate it. Eclipse, thanks so much for hanging out. I know you're not here anymore, maybe you'll see it in the dog. That's your setup explained. I will send you my old videos on Twitter. Your old videos on Twitter? Okay, yeah, sure. I will certainly take a look when I have an opportunity. Yeah, I think that's a way to put it, is feeling the pressure to create a milestone. Yeah, having that chance to, well, you know, and not to retread old territory. That's very much what it's about. I think, not to, you know, I think the constructive way to look at it is that really is what it's about. It's about, again, it all comes back to perseverance and about caring about this craft and this career so much that it's the only thing you can do. And if it's the only thing you can do, you're going to put in as much work as it takes to level up as much as humanly possible. And then you're going to hit a point where you just don't know when that opportunity is going to come. You just have to be ready when it does. I'm so tired of the monsters that kill you for shooting them. If I could turn off one thing on this playthrough, it's the monsters that just kill you for shooting them. Because, like, I feel like there's just no way to fight them. Maybe eventually you have enough defense or health that you deal more damage to them than they deal to you, but it just feels like you fight them, you die. That's the entire purpose of the mob, is that you can't fight them without dying. I don't know if you're supposed to run away. Nessie, I've found you again, and you shall live in this world forever. Nessie. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah. Did it work? It killed me. Call this the Nessie. Call it Aqua, and we'll call it Nessie with a question mark. I hope that, I swear to God, if that landed on the wrong mob, that'll be disappointing. Sounds like Minecraft in real life. Wakasagi-san, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you hanging out with me, and thank you for the follow. Nessie, the most beautiful Loch Ness monster has just murdered me. Where did you go? Wait, seriously? The hell did it go? Alright, this is getting rude. Alright, hang on a second. Oh, it didn't work. I still have it. It didn't work. It didn't apply. Okay, so I need to find another Nessie again, I guess. That is so disappointing. Well, Eden, I certainly relate to that. I also happen to read for both male and female roles when I audition. I tend to fall within certain archetypes. I'm not necessarily somebody who is aching to play younger roles. Like, I don't read for Genki girls or often like magical girls. The industry likes to make me mothers and older women. I see myself more in the vein of like a big sister. If I had to like cast myself, I would cast myself as like a Momo Yaoyorozu kind of character from My Hero Academia. I think that some of the players in the industry can be a little weird about having characters, at least in anime. Wow, there go all my arrows. Having characters, at least in anime, sound too deep, and I think that's incredibly short-sighted. But I think the roles I tend to fit best are like those Yaoyorozu type characters. So if I'm reading for female characters, I'll usually audition for those big sister roles, mentors, you know, military women, tough, badass, ruthless women, you know, like that kind of stuff. When I read for guys, I've tried to let myself read higher, like older and older, since I did play Buckingham in Requiem of the Rose King. And that was the deepest role I'd ever voiced, if you haven't had a chance to check it out. Requiem of the Rose King, I started as a young kid, but I ended up playing a very deep-voiced dude. Would never have auditioned for it if I had known. So I've tried to use that as an excuse to experiment higher and higher. But typically I think I more often than not will read for like young guys, not boys, not little boys, but like early teenage boys. I like to say like stuff in like the Edward Elric range is usually a good fit for me. Edward Elric, Natsu, those kinds of characters I think are a good fit for me in the male range. So I read for both, and very often I will submit auditions, and you may relate to this. Very often I will submit auditions where I will have both male and female roles in the same email that I send out. Ara ara. Apply some kind of buff to myself. Of course, I'm happy to make your day. And let me tell you, I would read for those roles in a heartbeat. I want to see more shows take me seriously in those kinds of roles. I'm telling you, until somebody ruins it for everybody, because somebody will eventually ruin it for everybody, I am here for that Dami Mommy energy. I dare say I live for it. And the fact that people are into it and like that soft, breathy thing I do for Catalyst just makes my day. You're dubbing as much variety of characters, and you can practice other archetypes, like in Cyberpunk Dub, my guy voice was developing, and it was just a practice to try a male like David. Now, since my guy developed way more, I'm more confident doing voice for roles. And is this something that you're just getting practice with by doing it? Is this something that is this vocal training related, like a trans femme thing? Or is it hormone related, like a trans masculine thing? Or is it just practicing and developing your range and playing with the instrument? I'm very curious. Because we all do a little bit of both, you know? Like, I still, as a woman, spend a lot of time practicing brood range and trying to warm up as big as I can, and trying to, you know, submit, you know, reads that connect and feel authentic for a male role. It's a fun little career that we're in, where we get to do things like that and play pretend. Doing a great job at this fight. I blame most of it on the golden apple. Getting a lot of experience from this too. Let's have another golden apple. We are getting just about to the place where I feel like I need to wrap it. So maybe what we'll do is I will finish up this tower. And then we'll go ahead and call it there. Those are my favorite lines too, by the way. Wakasagi-san. Any opportunity that I get to play with the more sultry range. I think some of my favorite lines for that reason are the "This isn't fate" line. I'm a huge fan of. Oh, this, you know, or what's the other one? Oh, that wasn't a hex. You're just not very good. Those are some of my favorite lines. This isn't fate. This is the future you made. Hello, hello, hello. I think we've almost got this tower taken care of. I don't know if there's going to be a golem at the top of this one or not. Go figure. Oh, we're so close. We are so close. I'm just gonna keep the golden apples in my bag so I can heal up with them. We're getting so much experience from this as well. Yeah, we've been slowly managing. We haven't shaken the shakes yet. I don't really know what's going on with this, but we've slowly been building up our power. You're bringing me with you to the kitchen. What are you implying? Look at that face. Look at that spazzing. That's probably not the right way to put it. I like this, like, jittery, way too much coffee. Spaz is not polite, I'm sorry. What do we even call this? Is this a dance? Is this caffeine? Is this anxiety? Maybe it's the anxiety shake of the fairy. I think I call this the coffee shake. I actually have something for this. I don't think I can put this in chat. Shit, how do I show this to you? How do I show this to you? This is like my favorite. Here, I can load it in here. This is like my favorite Discord emoji. Mega caffeine jitters. Yeah. Hang on, let me find this. It's on my hard drive somewhere. There. We'll put this up here. That's the, This is the fairyland we live in now. The fairyland of way too much caffeine. That's me most days, by the way. In case you were wondering. I love that I made so many arrows and they are now all gone and I'm completely out of arrows. We have like no arrows for this room. I don't like it. Ooh, but the traps are gone, which means I just need to deal with all of the spiders. Oh, don't do this. Don't do this. This thing's gonna murder me. Why? Why is it an instant shot? Why is it an instant shot from these things? I wonder if it's where I'm spawning. I don't know. It happens constantly. It might be a bug with the fairy, honestly. Power up. I seem to be spawning without a fully healed head. So let's apply that as well. Because I think that's the part that the skeletons are really good at. They're very good at aiming right for the head. Please tell me I have an arrow. There's some arrows that I can't pick up. Interesting. Not a whole lot that we care about in there. Is this the top level? No. Nope, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. We're just gonna have to swing at their ankles. We'll swing at their ankles until they give up. Bam. Okay, I feel a little safer. They really do have aimbotting. Yeah, this isn't cheese. The purple ones freak me out. I feel like those ones always do damage to you. Yep. Instantly hits you. I'm a little worried that the scary one fell down here. closer. It's kind of equidistant, isn't it? I am trying to solve this, Forple. I swear I am trying to solve this. And all I've been doing has just been going tower to tower when I'm not exploring. I've been keeping it simple. Bear with me, we'll figure it out. I'm getting a little worried. This is running up on my stop time. I'm supposed to have stopped by now. So, if I have to, I can quit early, but I feel like we're so close that sunk cost fallacy is sinking in. Let's see how close we actually are. 1, 2. You know what? We can get this one early. Yeah. We have 2 full bucks. And then we finally have the top. So, we are so close. Do I have arrows for you? Nope. Oh, this is gonna be painful. Hey friend. There are not 1, but 2 very angry boys. But these very angry boys can't maneuver very well in the water, can they? They underestimated my power. We're just about. How? How? Oh my gosh. Just insert the line of code that makes you not die, forehead, says the game to me. I'm correcting the stagger. Uh-oh, Bailey's giving you back talk? Why would she do that to you? Oh, the kitty. I've got like 2 more deaths in me, and then I think we gotta call it. I just really want a game. And that victory is so close I can taste it. Although the funny thing is, I have no arrows. So what am I even gonna do? Ah, thank you, Eden. Melly, by the way, Mela is Lifeline. We actually have both of us. Mela is Lifeline and Melly is Catalyst. Did you know that? If you didn't know that, now you know. You can imagine that's going to be super exciting once we hit conventions together. Mela, Melly, Mela, Melly, Mela, Melly. Oh, come on. God, I hate these things so much. All right, we're making more arrows because this is ridiculous. Nothing will get me to rage in this game faster than that bullshit. Let's make some arrows. You're very quickly going to get introduced to the real Angry Melly if they continue to pull that on me. No experience for that yet. I like games that are challenging, not punishing. And so when the game starts to feel a little... That shouldn't have been on. When the game starts to feel like it is just wasting your time, I start to get cranky. So we are going to try to alleviate that by making a couple stacks of arrows. And hopefully these arrows will carry us through the end of this tower so we can all break. And reconvene later or tomorrow. If the arrows don't work, well then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what... I really wish... It's so weird that I'm jittering now, of all things. Because I feel like I haven't been for the past couple of days, so I don't know if something went wrong with the server. The lag's been fine. As far as my stats go, it says I haven't been dropping frames, so performance seems fine. I'm just jittering all the time for some reason. Maybe it's a specific piece of gear that I put on? I don't know. Sure, why not? Can we not? Are we back? We're fine. Again, for now. Who knows? I think I'll probably have to hop on their Discord after this and ask if they have any advice. Truly amazing. Unreal, I dare say. How hard this is. Let's put a golden apple into play once I get back there and hope that that helps. Meanwhile, my armor is taking the beating of its life. That's the other downside of constantly getting splatted into the ground, is that you go through armor really quickly. Alright, who's left? We'll do a little cheat by staring from the side when they can't see us. Oh, we are close, aren't we? That's a new floor. I will take the rune. I will take the iron. I will take the lapis. I will take the balloon. I don't even know what that's used for, but I will take it. Did we clear out this level? Oh my god, this is all new. What is in here? 2 diamond pickaxes, a golden apple, another balloon, a diamond sword. I am very quickly filling up my bags. What's down here? I think that's everything. Yeah, I remember this one. Okay, so that covers this floor. Yeah, and actually I should take the leather. Did any of the other ones have leather and I just wasn't paying attention? Because we struggled to get leather last time. No leather. No leather. Probably the reason I didn't notice it before is because there was no leather. And now I'm just wondering if there could be. And I just wasn't paying attention. But I bet there won't be any. chests. I don't know if you can smelt armor in this version, actually. I should grab the silver armor just in case, because it would be nice to be able to smelt armor. And here we have nothing, because we grabbed it. I think, is it just the top up there? No, there's this. What is this? Okay. We're going for it. It can fire back, so we're just gonna aerial bombard and pray. I mean, I'll just loot if you... Just looting while he fires at nothing. I don't think I need that for anything. Yeah, I already have sunglasses for that. I will take the black rune. And all of this. Buddy, you made a mistake jumping down there. You left me alone with all your stuff. What were you thinking, my friend? You can just take all of your treasure. Excuse me. That's it. Is that it? We've got some glowstone. Oh, there you are, buddy. It's gonna be harder to fight when I've got this little a window. If I keep strafing, I don't think he can hit me. He has a very simple attack pattern. Problem is, I think he takes like 100 arrows. Ow, 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 ow. Also, I don't want to be a pain in the butt, but there's an enchanting book in there that I'm worried he's gonna blow up when I kill him. I'm gonna have to fly in there to loot before the place blows up. Because when the giant goes down, the whole place starts exploding. It probably means I should actually get quite a bit into there, so I don't have to worry about it. I have no idea. What is the giant at? 47%. How am I on arrows? Not... I'm okay. I'm decent. He does heal once in a while, doesn't he? That is rude. I feel like my arrows are healing him. Get out of here. Alright, go in. Get the loot. Get the loot! No, don't. I need the loot. Ah! Ah! But the loot! Are we fine? Don't need mushrooms. I don't want slabs. I don't want mushrooms. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. I have like no space left for anything. The treasure truly was all of the arrows we fired along the way. I'm just gonna turn on that cheat mode so I can delete things because this is overwhelming. There we go. Needed the feather. Singular feather. I want blaze powder. I want... Do I need a brewing stand? Fishing rod, TNT. I don't think I need a compass or a brewing stand. I don't think I need wheat. I don't need an iron helmet, so I think I'm good up here. What's all this? Emeralds? Hell yes. Hell yeah, I want emeralds. I will take more glowstone dust. I do not need your horse armor. I'm like staring at the screen, drooling at all the loot, even though most of it is garbage. I want the diamonds. Give me all your diamonds. What's all down here? Anything else? We've got some redstone lamps. We've got some more lapis lazuli. Ugh, there's just so much. So much loot, so little time. A backpack? Nah. Iron leggings? Nah. A clock? Nah. We got a lot of diamonds. There was an enchanting book, I think. Or was there? Oh my god, it didn't drop an enchanting book. It dropped an almost full XP tome. That's insane. That just gave me an extra XP tome. Oh, that is just awesome, actually. So I now have 3 sets of 30 levels saved up. And I think that's about it. There's an ender pearl, but we already have quite a bit of that. 2 ender pearls. Is that it? That might be it. Huh. Well, was that a good use of our time? I don't know. I see those wings. Hey, listen, as I sit back and take my hands off the keyboard, this was cool. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. We hit a bunch of strange topics today. Good, important topics. I feel like the vibe is different every time, and maybe that's okay, because we're sort of taking this, you know, it's mostly been Minecraft, but I feel like it's this kind of variety approach to, like, let's chat plus idle gaming, and I appreciate you being here with me for it. I know that I say this a lot, but you have the ability to... Hey, excuse me. I'm trying to do an outro. Go away! Go away! Go away! You know what? That's appropriate. I know you have the ability to spend your time anywhere, and so the fact that you're spending your time with me when I hop on here means a lot to me. So thank you so much for hanging out with me again. Keep tabs on me on Twitter and follow me here if you don't already, so that you can keep up with me and when I go live next and whatever I'm working on next. So I'll see you on the internet, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye. And if you listen really closely, you can hear that truck start backing up. It's the truck that backs up for like 20 minutes every single day. Can you hear that? Yeah? Beep, 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 beep. I never think about She says as she's technically leaving. I never think about raiding. We could go see somebody if anybody cared. I could bring you over to Evil Toaster if you wanted to hang out and watch them Apex gameplay. They're really good people. If that's something you'd remotely be into, we could do that. If that's something you'd remotely be into. Oh, hello, repeat self, because it wasn't muted anymore. Yeah, let's go raid Toaster, and I'll wish you a wonderful rest of your night. This will be the Toaster rave. We'll rave. Toaster. Alright, we're going in 5, 4, 3, 2. Thank you so much again. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Like that username.
The big
It'd be terrible
sleepy.
if I just jumped right off this edge.
Oh, that brings back memories. Is that the